Oh, what's
and
wrong?
so I changed my headphone.
Oh,
Yeah,
your headphone. Okay. Yeah, I was
I need to
saving.
yeah.
I was saving the recording that we had because it's an hour. So, I did not expect that it would take too much time to save it on my computer. Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
I need to do that every an hour because if it's 2 hours, then something happened to the recording, I wasn't able to save that, then Miss Michelle would be yeah, question if I teach or not. Because that's our proof. That's our evidence. Okay, so we're gonna have another session for part number two. So after this, we are going to talk about part number three. Okay? Okay, so
Okay.
let's talk about something that some weird questions, which is okay. Describe a place near water. Can you see that? It's on the below part. So you should say where it is, how often you get there, how often you do there, what can you do
Teacher, I
there.
cannot.
You cannot hear me?
Teacher, yeah.
Oh,
You
why?
need to say that you one more time. The first you.
Sorry.
I just I just hear. How can you happen and say and
Okay, okay.
describe
All right. Describe a place near water.
near water?
Yep, so it should be a bodies of water. Can be a sea, can be a river, can be a falls, okay? So, you should say where it is, how you get there, how
Uh-huh.
often you do there, what you can do there, and explain why you like it.
Okay.
Alright, so your 1 minute starts now. Okay, let's start.
Okay, and let's talk about a place that nearby the water, and is a place in Taiwan that is in Taidong.
Mm.
So it's yeah, and the place is you only can transfer by transport by the train or the car. And when you drive a car, you need to spend a half a day for driving. And if you get the go for by train, and you also need to take 4 hours. You need to take a long time. So, but when you got there, you think, oh, this place is too beautiful. So you will forget you spent many times on the transport. Have the good mood. You will have a good mood, yeah. And and there and in Inan there have many. water activities. You can go surfing, and you can go to play the banana strip and many kinds. And you have and also can go to the mountain inside to to see the beautiful white and the trees, and also the people in there are very friendly, really friendly. And if you have any question, and they all will answer for you. And I think Taidong, this place is good for have a vacation,
Mhm.
and there have many sightseeing spots, and all really beautiful. You can take a picture, not just the picture by the landscape, and you can also buy the sightseeing spots, and have many special buildings in there. I think if you have time, you need to go there one time, and you will love it. And those are the reason why I think Taiwan
Okay, good.
is a best place.
It's one of the best places near
Okay.
water. But it's okay. What
Is
you
the best place
near water? Near water.
best place near water.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
always make the ending related to the questions itself. Okay. All right. And then you were
Mm.
able also to speak for more than 2 minutes because that is what we really expecting for all of our applicants, for them to be able to speak at least more than 2 minutes, because it's all about sharing their stories. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
yep. I don't have much comment about it. We're going to talk about now the last part before we proceed to part number 3. Okay. So, it's a weird question as well. Let's talk about zoo. Okay. So, I would like you to describe.
Zoo.
Yeah, you might also hear other weird questions during the exam. So there are a lot. Okay. And I can.
I cannot hear you again.
Oh, hi. Why you cannot hear me? Hello, dear.
I cannot hear you again.
I, I will.
Hello.
I'll call you again.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, how's my voice?
Very okay. I can hear it. I think it's the internet, or maybe you are record the that 1 hours.
Probably because of my recording, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, it's kind of long, and it's recording at the same time. But anyway, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's proceed to our last part number 2 questions. We are going to talk
Mm-hmm.
about zoo.
Zoo.
Yep. I would like you to describe a place with animals. You should
Mm-hmm.
say where it is. Have you heard of it? How have you heard of it? Sorry. What animals can be seen, and explain why it might be an interesting place to visit.
Okay.
Okay, your 1 minute starts now. Okay, let's start.
Okay, I would like to tell you the zoo that is famous in Taiwan
Mhm.
is Taipei Zoo, and is every children, even adults, all know this place, and they will go for it. This Taipei Zoo is easy to go. You can go by the car, the bus, or the MRT. All can go to the all can go to this destination. And in the zoo, there have you can saw many kinds of animals, like rainforest animals, wild animals, polar animals, and the most famous animals in Taipei Zoo is the penguins and the Taiwan bears. Yeah, and the age, I said that the age is range for Taipei Zoo, and even the children or the university student, all they also go there for the vacation or
Mhm.
for just the 1 day weekend or for a date. People for wanted to have a date, they will go for there and to see the animals or let the animals to see them. And I think Taiwan only have one zoo. I'm not sure. Maybe it's wrong, but I know the zoo just this one.
Mhm.
Yeah, and those are the things why I think there are many animals in Taipei Zoo.
I actually went there.
Oh,
Um,
really?
I think I paid 100 Taiwanese dollar if I'm not mistaken. I just forgot. Yeah. So, of course I went there. I was able to take sorry. Yeah, it's on the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a cable. It's a train station, and then after that, is it Mekong? Mekong station. Ah, I forgot the place. But I went, yeah, yeah, I went, right?
Malcolm?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know this. Malcolm,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
went
can
there,
also
so
jump
it's kind
there
of
and yeah.
big. Oh my God, I miss Taiwan so much.
Mm-hmm.
I went there by myself, so all the memories are only in my mind. Yeah, it's really nice. Anyway, so we're done with part number two. Now it's gonna be part number three, which is basically what do you know about part number three? Mm. And
The word is more professional, and you
yep.
need to say the reasons. Say you need to compare it, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to
Yes.
say you
So
need to
for part number
discuss,
three,
and
it's actually more
yeah,
professional
it's
way of answer. Okay,
mm,
and it's gonna be a broader range of questions, and it's
mhm.
always speaking part number two. But with part number three, definitely the questions require you to expand your answer further with explanation and examples of the word. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to talk about education. Yep. So, can you tell me what
Mm.
makes a good student?
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think teacher is important. Mm.
Mhm.
And the parents is important too, because the parents did not give the good skills to the children, and it will depends on in the school, and it will
Irritated?
maybe it will
What do you
let
mean?
their children
Okay,
be
irritated.
the best student, or the teacher will very in irritated, how to spell irritated and irritation, irritated, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
irritated, yeah, um, or if the teacher did not have too much patience, and it would that the children think the teacher is bad,
Okay, all right.
teacher is not
It's a bit
friendly,
short, to
and
be
let
honest,
the
because
children
I want you
don't
to
want
expand
to
more. At least
learn
give me
or don't want
three
to do
questions
anything
and of
but
course
want to stay
examples.
at their
Okay, so
home.
what makes a
Yeah,
good
this
student?
two reason is important.
You can always start with, well, it's actually a tough questions, but if you're going to ask me what makes a good student, there are actually certain factors or considerations why what makes a good student. I will can definitely give you three reasons. First is that teacher has a big role or impact about the students. If the teachers will show their care, sincerity about that, they really care about the students, that one could be a reason why a student could be a better or not. Second is that, of course, the role of the parents in a way that they should also support their kids, their children, blah 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 blah. And then number three, at least give me three examples or reasons why. Because here for part number three, this is where the interviewer will actually get whether you can expand, you can have a discussion in a form of debate, or how knowledgeable you are when it comes to the topic, how knowledgeable you are, and how would you be able to express yourself in English in that manner. Okay, and that's actually fine because, like said, there's always a perfect time for opportunity to grow, to develop. So we'll get used to it. Okay, so come to think of three. All right, so always have this kind of. I'll type it first. My god, my cough is not making, any better. I already drank medicine, but I'm always coughing because I have allergy. The dust. Dust is like the bad air because I'm on the second floor. I'm on and there's a lot of motors. I open my window because aircon is very expensive. I'm always
Oh,
doing that
what
only
is
at
this?
night. So the air is always passing through my window. That's why I'm coughing. Okay.
Oh, oh,
Yes. Yeah. I had my medicine
oh.
for this one, but it's not getting any
Mm-hmm.
better. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
coughing a lot. Okay. So let's
Mm-hmm.
have
So difficult.
three parts.
So difficult to
So
see the
for
doctor.
IELTS, for part number three, there are three important parts of the answer. The
Hmm.
introduction, okay, introduction, the body, which is your answer. This is where you're going to give the three examples. And of course, the ending. Alright? So, do you believe that for part number three, you should have strong introduction, strong body or message, and strong ending? Okay, for the answer, and it should be um quite formal way. It's so slow. Okay, and number three is the ending part. All right. So for example, my question is, what makes a good student, right? Let's have this. What makes a good student? So let's have the introduction. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in my own verdict,
Mm-hmm.
that's already an introduction. In my own verdict, in my own opinion, right? In my own, yeah, in my own verdict, in my own opinion, there are there are different factors for a student to become good or even better? That's already an introduction. So let's have this one. What makes a good student? Well, in my own verdict or in my own opinion, there are certain factors or several factors for a student to become a good or even better. And I am going to give you three reasons or three factors. So that's already an introduction. So let's go ahead with the body. Okay. I am going I am going to discuss, let's say, three factors. First, second, third. Alright? So, once you have provided three factors, that's already the body. That's the message. That's the answer itself. And then end your statement by saying, those are the factors that I think, okay, might affect. Oh, no, no, no. Let's say have. Those are the factors why I think why I think it will determine, oh my god, whether a student will become good or not. And then that's it. Okay? I know it's not something that you might do in any question, but this is just a proposal. Because there are some students, how they produce an answer, it's not clear. It's not well constructed. And that's what they are looking for in this part. They want someone who knows how to construct thoughts, opinion, sentences properly. Okay? Alright, so that's just an example. But of course, it's free flowing. You can say whatever you want to say as long as it would be easily understood by the interviewer. Okay? Now, let's try another examples for part number 3. Okay? So, can you tell me, since you have mentioned, Dana, earlier, that the teacher is one of the factors, okay, of a student to become good or not? Can you tell me what role should the teacher have in the classroom? Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
in my
Mm-hmm.
can I?
Okay.
Mm, uh, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
discuss three, three, three roles. I think, yeah. First one, I think is the
Mm-hmm.
attention. Because student always wanted to play, so they cannot stay silent every time. So teacher need to give them the attention, let them know maybe a single or just a word that let the student know that teacher want them to be silent and have the attention to have the class. And second, I think is mm, I think is
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
I think is the teaching skills, because if the teaching the teacher teaching is too bored, and will let the student wanted to move it or cannot pay their attention. So I think the teacher can the skills can be funny.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, you can give them to try it or give them a question so and let them to answer it or to finish it or do it for any
Mm-hmm.
class, and it's all okay. And I think the last one is the teacher's patience. Mm, because the children have
Okay.
many questions they wanted to ask, even it's small, is just a common question. They, if teacher don't have the patience, they cannot answer to the student every question because student is many, and so the question is very is full of the and is many too, and so
Okay,
I
so those are
think
the
teachers'
reasons why the
patience is important,
teachers
and
have a big
those
role,
are the
all right,
rules why I
for
think
yeah, for the students. Okay,
it
and
is
it's just very minor. You should
it
say
is
teacher
important to
because you said earlier teacher
students
don't have, so it
have a
should be
class.
teacher doesn't. But if you said teachers, then you should
Mhm.
say teachers don't
Mm.
don't have. Again, teacher doesn't have. Yeah, yeah. Okay, which is still fine. Okay, so it's one of the mistake of common mistake. Okay, again of the person who's applying for the
Yeah,
IELTS.
the grammar.
When they are too excited, they cannot look after the grammar. But what do you think is more important, grammar or fluency during IELTS? Jenna, which is more important in your own opinion, grammar or fluency?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually correct. It has a big scores.
Mm-hmm.
Fluency has a big score,
Okay.
okay, during IELTS. And are you aware that even Americans commit grammar mistake whenever they talk?
I think as fluency.
Yeah, I'm not sure if because I do have a lot of American friends in China. They are also teachers, and whenever we talk, because they talk really really
Mm.
fast, so I was like, okay, I could not tell them that their sentences are not
Yeah,
correct because they
yeah,
are
indeed.
Americans. That's their language, right? But I know they they have committed mistakes. So just like me, when I am using
Mm-hmm.
Filipino, I am also not sure whether I am using the correct grammar
Mm-hmm.
for Filipino because that's our first language. So that's the reason why even you commit mistake
Mm-hmm.
for grammar,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that it's not important,
yeah.
but it's just that you need to look after the fluency first. You should care about the fluency first. how how well you are when it comes to creating sentences, how well you are when it comes to expressing your own opinion about a certain topic, okay? And that's what you are actually, that's what your strength is. Because you can share um your own experiences, okay, without any difficulty. So okay, let's just have another part number two, and we're going to have one, two, and three. Okay. Hello? Okay, let's talk about internet. Because this was my question earlier. Alright, so can you tell me, do you think all information on the internet is
Mm-hmm.
true?
Hey, I'm here.
Yep,
Internet.
yep.
So I just say it. Okay. Uh, mm,
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes it's true and sometimes it's not true because now the internet is very common in our life. So maybe someone want you to buy something and they will send the wrong information for about the items that make that you know this item is good, but actually if you buy it and this item is not good. Um, but some but actually but also have
Mm-hmm.
the information is good. So I think I think
Okay. Which is
the
actually right.
ways
Not everything that you can read,
to
you can see from
know
computer or
that
internet is
thing
correct. As a human,
is it
as an
correct?
individual,
Is
it's
it true?
your
Is I
responsibility
think
to
we
check,
need to
to
look
investigate
more
whether it's
about
true or
it
not.
or search it.
Okay. And how can people? Sorry. Um, how has the internet changed the way we live nowadays? Okay. How has the internet changed the way we live?
Can you say the question again?
Mm-hmm.
How has? Um, I think it's very convenient, uh, so that people
Mm-hmm.
can have if they have a question in
Mm-hmm.
they just use the internet to search it or and you can get the answer or maybe investigate the question and you
Okay.
can see many verdict, many opinions. I think the best best example is the tourist
Mm-hmm.
apps or tourist website about the hotel. You can how which one hotel you need to choose. You can have many opinions on the website when you research. And I think I think the this kind of this reason push people if they have the trouble or any things need
Mm-hmm.
to be changed
Mm-hmm.
or need to use it, they all first think of the internet because and one important reason is everyone have the phone or have the internet and you won't you won't you won't forget your phone when you go
Because my question
everywhere.
is, how has the
Okay.
internet changed your life?
Mm,
Okay,
I
so
don't know
probably you could
what
say that
I
it's all
I
about
don't know that my answer
comparing
is
the way you
correct
lived
or I
before
think
without the
I
internet,
didn't answer the
or if you
question.
have an idea about old people or probably our grandparents,
Yeah,
right? The way how they lived
how has
before and how people nowadays are living without, I mean,
mm,
having the internet said. So it's all about comparing things from the past and comparing things now. So you could probably say that um well yes, Right. So, based on, probably you could say that based on my grandparents, or based on those people that I knew, without living without the internet,
Oh,
they lives were very simple.
so
They
I can
sleep
discuss
early,
the past
right?
and
And
nowadays.
things like
Oh.
that. So they sleep early, their life were very simple, and most of the kids from the past, they are enjoying playing outside, unlike right now, because nowadays kids, you wouldn't be able to
Mm-hmm.
see kids playing outside anymore. They are very addicted,
Mm-hmm.
using internet, surfing the internet. But and somehow, the internet's changed our life in a way that we use the internet all the time because of work, all right, for communication. Okay, so life is easier right now, because before, if you have a family members living abroad, it's gonna be very hard for you to talk to them. You need to write a letter. Right now, because of the technology, because of the internet, you can talk to them instantly without any difficulty. So those are some
Mm-hmm.
examples. Okay, so we could probably have a discussion about this one
Mm-hmm.
again on Saturday, if you have time, because this is actually a very interesting topic. Okay, so for IELTS part number
Oh,
3, there
I
are
got
times
it.
that they're gonna ask your opinion. There are times that you need to compare. There are times that it will ask you your own knowledge about a certain topic. About education, right? It's about your knowledge, how good you are about
Mm.
explaining things. So we can still practice. We still have a lot of time, so don't worry. Let's just try to have a mock session, part number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's gonna be serious, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we'll
Yeah.
just have this one once, okay, today. Okay, so on the following pages, you
Mm-hmm.
can view definitely IELTS speaking example paper. You can see this, how the test is
Okay.
conducted and practice for the exam. So in this part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Okay. All right. So let's start. Are you a
Okay.
student or do you work now? Sure.
Mm. Okay.
You could probably said I just
Oh,
yeah, I'm no longer
um,
studying because
I
I
have a
just
question.
graduated last June,
I
but I'm
just
planning
graduated,
to
so
pursue
I guess
my
that I'm a
master's
student, but I just
in the
graduated
future,
at June,
like that.
last June. I'm not a,
Okay, I just
I'm not a
graduated
student
last
now.
June,
Oh,
okay? Last June, but I am planning to take up my master's, okay, in the future.
can you say it again?
So I don't have plan yet of working. Probably you can add that because it's just like,
Oh, just
communication,
oh,
getting to
okay.
know.
Mm.
Okay. So, let's start again. All right. So, are you a student or do you work now? And why did
Mm-hmm.
you choose the major that you had?
Okay.
Mhm.
I just graduated last June, but I'm planning the master in the future. Because it's my interest of one, and
All right.
have a little bit
And can you
about my
talk
major
about
in the
your daily
college,
routine?
and so I need to merge them together
Daily
and
routine.
to improve
Routine.
my skills and
Routine.
professional skills.
Yep. What's your daily routine?
Sorry, and daily what?
Mhm.
What? What is routine? Routine. Oh, routine. Oh, routine.
Mhm.
My daily routine is study. study and study.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably. And now my daily routine is
Okay.
study.
And is there
And
anything that you would
I
like to
don't have many
change about your
activities,
major?
because I said that I'm preparing for the pro study abroad, so I need to have a test and I need to prepare it.
Mhm.
So I studied for every day.
Mhm.
Maybe not, because I have changed my major for once time. So I think this time my major
Okay,
is
all
the
right.
correct
I
ways,
would like to
and I
move on and
wanted
ask you some
to
questions about film or
be more
movies.
professional
How often do you go to the
and
cinema?
and this be the profession person in
Mm-hmm.
this major. A month a week, not a week, a month a time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it depends on
All
the
right. So,
movie
what type of
in the
films do you
cinema,
like
which
best and
have
why?
have what kinds and what kinds of movie in the cinema. Um, or my friends will invite me to accompany with them, and I will go there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I more like the
Okay.
um. Actually, I didn't have the favorite ones because I always uh
Mm-hmm.
so I always forget it after I finished.
Are there any kinds of
And
movies that you
it's
hate to
never in my mind,
watch?
but I always forget it and I cannot control it. So
Mm-hmm.
every movies are great,
Mm-hmm.
but the best one I don't know how to choose. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
the
Now,
horror
I'm going
movie
to give you a topic.
because I
I'd like
was
to talk
very
about it for
nervous
1 to 2 minutes.
in and what
Before you
time
talk, you'll have 1 minute
in
to
the movie
prepare.
that what
Okay.
time
About
will
what you're going to say. You can make
scare the
notes if you
audience or
wish. Do you understand?
scare me. Yeah.
Okay, so here's some paper and pencil to make notes, and here's your topic. I'd like you to describe an important event in your life. Okay? Describe an important event in your life. You
Understand.
should say when it happened, what happened, and explain why you feel it was very important event. So, your 1 minute, Dana, starts now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay. I would like to talk about the important event that is Chinese New Year. I think it is important to me because I can have the time, um, a
Mhm.
time with my family, even with my relative, and I
Mhm.
can go to another place with them to have a great vacation, or even I can have play the games with them. And also I can get the red envelope inside, have the money to that can I I can I can save it. Um, and but I think that the reason that I think it's very important is I can connect with them
Mhm.
even that it's long time no see, and I can come, and
Mhm.
we all like to play, and in my family we like to play
Mhm.
the mahjong and to have fun, and we can earn earn more money to for each other, and we very enjoy for it, even just for fun, and and also we can and also I can send the text about for congratulations for for about happy have a good vacation, have a good
Mhm.
holidays, and but I think have the worst, the bad reason is the bad thing is when is when it is in the New Year's holidays, they have the traffic, and just have the many cars on the road, and many
Okay.
people in
So if
the
that's the
many
most
places
important
they all
event in
go
your
out to
life,
have the vacation.
how about
So
what are
I
some
think
of
this
the holidays that are important in
those
Taiwan
those
or in your
things are
country?
why I think that New Year is important by me.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think the Moon Festival is all important in Taiwan. Mm, the reason I'm not sure, but in my mind, I think is
Mhm.
we can have the barbecue together.
Okay. So do
Yeah,
you think
and eat
um
the
what are the
mooncake
benefits of having
and
events
see the
that
moon
many people around the
at
world
night
are
and have
celebrating on the
a
same day?
great evening. Yeah, I think it's the reason. Yeah.
What? Mhm. Mhm.
Mm, I think is I think can can learn different culture.
Mhm.
For example, for American, and they have
Mhm.
the holidays. How to they how to celebrate
Mhm.
the the events. Every country has different one. So I think that if that I have the
Mhm.
the chance to know
Okay.
every
All right.
place,
So basically that's the end
how
for
to
this
celebrate
session.
their
Okay.
holidays, and I will very
You're quite
wanted to know because
for the second part,
and
it's
wanted
that's
to
actually the best
participate
part that
in
I love
their
because you're
holidays.
able to give justification of the questions. You were able to tell me the reasons why you like that event to your life, the benefits. Okay. Things that we need to improve would be part number three. Part number one is still okay. Okay. Part number two is your strength for today. So part number three, probably because you were surprised about the question, so you know about the benefits. Even me, I'm actually cannot think of the benefits of having the same events celebrating.
Mhm.
because it's some kind of not easy question, so you might not really cannot answer that properly. So again, it's just all about practice. Okay. And yep, we had a lot of sessions coming through the way, so we're gonna talk more on listening part by Saturday if you have time. But send me a message in Skype, okay, about if you're going to adjust, okay, the schedule, okay? Oh, oh, Sunday is okay. I'll be here. Probably you can
discussed with
I'm
my father
okay in the
at
morning or at night. It's
break
just
time,
okay with me. So
and
what do you like?
he prefer me want to change the class to
Oh,
Sunday.
morning is okay. What time do you like? Because I'm a morning person.
So,
I always wake up
and
in the
which time
morning.
is
Sure. 9 is okay. So that's gonna be 9 to 11 because we have 2 hour session, right?
morning?
Okay.
Morning.
So I'll
How
talk to
about
you on
morning?
Sunday. I'm going to inform Miss Michelle about that. Okay. So good job for today. We're gonna talk about a lot of things on
Maybe 9 o'clock or
Sunday.
10 o'clock.
So enjoy your 1 day
Nine,
vacation
9
on
o'clock.
Saturday. Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Yeah. Have a nice day. Bye.